Let's get into it. Sold Not For Sale podcast. Coach Colin here. Worcester counselor through in Guyan was the first non-binary official and she took, or they took a leave of absence. You already see where the problem's going, right? Just in that little stumble through I just had there. A leave of absence citing transphobia and needed to prioritize their mental and emotional energy. Complaints came after they were called it and misgendered several times in council meetings. Now, this is that person. Now, after this happened, apparently the clown car of these people just unloaded into the next city council meeting, and they came in all of their ridiculousness. Let's start off with this video.
Because the federal government won't. And if you think you're afraid of Trump, you should see how afraid of Trump I am.
Can you wrap up, please?
Yes, I can. If you say that you're afraid of Trump and that's why you don't want the city to be a safe space for trans people, you better prepare for trans people to make this a very unsafe space.
I'm shaking right now. I don't want to be here.
Up, please?
I'm sorry, am I taking too long pleading for my life?
You remembered how many children I have and that 2 of them are trans.
I speak as both the B and the T in the LGBT.
Hi, everybody knows me. I identify as a BLT. Everybody knows me. I'm a great sandwich. That's how I identify. Everyone knows me. Let me just tell you something about the odds. The odds. I had my wife do this once. The odds are astronomical that you would be a lady with purple hair. I'm being dead serious. You'd be a lady with purple hair that has 2 trans kids. To have one as a mother, the odds are just crazy. And then the odds go up exponentially when it's 2. It's so high. Now I'm not gonna assume anything. I'm not gonna accuse her of anything. But it is so high for that to naturally happen to one person. You have no idea. And now you are saying, well, this is one person, but that little scenario that she just threw out there has happened to dozens and dozens and dozens of people. And they all seem to be very left-leaning, or they happen to be actors in Hollywood. And that's just an odd coincidence. We should really look into what's going on this side of things to really understand what's happening, because the odds are in the billions I mean like tens of billions, the odds are that you would have 2 trans kids. Just saying. Let's go.
Children I have and that 2 of them are trans.
I speak as both the B and the T in the LGBT.
I'm multiply disabled. I have Ehlers-Danlos syndrome, which is a connective tissue disorder that causes me immense physical pain. I'm on the autism spectrum, and I have narcolepsy, and I couldn't drive myself here, so I had to hide from my driver that I was in drag, which is not an easy thing to do in drag.
I do not want to.
I gotta say, I'm going to be interrupting. There's too much to just not interrupt. How did you... Listen, first off, I'm going to pull from both ends here. How on earth did you hide all of this from a driver that you had to interact with? You had to get into his car, okay? Not to assume this guy's gender. I'm just assuming here. Or sorry, I'm not. I am assuming. I'm canceled. Thanks, guys. Thanks for coming out, guys. How do you hide this? But then also, you sound like a lady. So a lady in women's drag is just a lady dressed. What? You're just a lady dressed. Am I missing something here? I actually have 2 things going on. If you can't tell, I actually have Marge Simpson syndrome. It's actually a very rare syndrome where my hair grows blue like this, and my skin actually folds up into what looks like a pearl necklace, and I'm constantly looking for Homer Simpson. It's actually really tough because Homer doesn't exist, guys. That's her plight for sure. Marge Simpson syndrome. That's what she has, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, it's such a dumb joke, but it's appropriate for this person. I'm not coming up with a sophisticated joke for this person. Are you kidding me? You think I'm taking the time? You think I got that written down right now? I got blank paper in front of me. I'm not writing anything down for this lady.
Do inbred.
I do not want to be here. It's my day off. I do not want to be in your DMs. I do not want to be in your email inboxes. I do not want my creativity writing diss tracks like Kendrick. I don't want to spend an hour applying glitter on my face so that you will hear and see me. I want you to listen to me.
Let us remember that the Nazis burned the books that the Nazis burned books on gender sciences first. Now the administration has villainized and marginalized migrant workers, trans, LGBT people, and even special needs, denying life-saving and affirming care.
Can you look at me and tell me?
The Nazis really did that? Is that true? I didn't know that. I had no idea. Okay. That's what they were doing? Okay. Well, how come the scientists at NASA who are Nazis didn't warn us all about this? Huh? Well, we gonna act like that didn't happen, guys? We all got tinfoil Speedos on, right? Everybody took a German scientist, right? Everybody got a few. How come they didn't warn us about all this? I don't understand. NASA was nice enough to take you in and let you build rockets, supposedly. You don't warn anybody? Okay, fine. Warner von Braun didn't warn anybody. I don't understand. Why wouldn't he warn anybody? I'm just saying. You're at NASA. You could just tell people. I guess he couldn't blow his cover, you know? They couldn't blow their cover. They're just trying to act American, you know?
Writing diss tracks like Kendrick. I don't want to spend an hour applying glitter on my face so that you will hear and see me.
Leave it to a lady to be dressed in drag as a man and put glitter on her face. You got the easiest job out of all these people, okay? This guy's doing research on book burning. The other person's dressed like Marge Simpson. All you had to do is come dressed as a guy. You could have put on a hoodie and shorts and a camo hat and been good. Everybody would have understood. Instead, you put glitter on your face. Ladies can't do anything right. You can't even dress as a man right. What's going on with you guys? You just got to put on basic clothing and not care about having glitter on your face. That's the one thing that takes you out of the race. You're trying to dress like a man, you put glitter on your face, you're out. You're out, you lose. We don't do that. Sorry. Man, it's her day off, too. They don't have jobs. Hey, it's fine. They don't have jobs. I'm assuming. Okay? I won't assume genders, but I definitely will assume employment. No one in this crowd is employed. Okay? That one lady has to be driven everywhere. What are we talking about here? You're telling me she has a job? Come on. What are we talking about? People don't have jobs. Come on, this is silly. This is very silly.
Hear and see me. I want you to listen to me.
Let us remember that the administration needs denying life-saving.
Do anything?
Please wrap
Look
up.
at me.
Denying life-saving and affirming care.
Can you look at me and tell me how many of my friends need to die before you do anything?
Please wrap
Look
up.
at me.
Okay, we're all done here. Hey,
Pathetic.
no, we're all done. Come on.
course, we need to continue celebrating Black History Month because in spite of what's coming down from Washington, we all know that we all exist and we all need to be recognized for our existence.
But be aware that you are a guest in my house when you come. And when you come, know that there are strong queer and trans people in my classroom who will collect you with the quickness.
My name in drag is Dee Dee Delight. And my name out of drag is Dewey Cosgrove Atienza.
What? Say it again. Hold on 1 second. I'm sorry. Say that one more time for me, buddy. Dee Dee Delight. The worst drag name, eh?
And my name out of drag is Dewey Cosgrove Atienza.
Laddie LaRouge, he, they, in drag, District 3.
My legal name is Olivia D'Ambrosio. My public name is Livy Scanlon. My wife and I own a home in the Canal District.
I speak as someone who is always misgendered, like all the time. People refer to me as sir when I prefer to be referred to as ma'am. I speak as someone who is afraid to use public toilets.
Hey, join the club. Join the club. Like 80% of people feel the exact same way as you do. I don't sit on public toilets. Are you crazy? That's why I have a car. I don't go in my car, but I go home. So don't even worry about it, pal, ma'am. You're fine. That's what we all deal with. You know what I mean? We don't, you know, how many people are afraid to use public? There's a lot. There's a lot. Don't even worry about it. You know? We're with you. We see you and we feel your pain. Look at that sign back there. It says silence equals death. Hey, man, come on. Unfair. You know? I don't want to say anything to you. That's, you know. I guess, since that is true, that sign, I guess then what I'm doing right now is saving lives. And if you've laughed at anything so far, you're saving lives as well. Okay? So let's all pat each other on the back here. We're doing work. The Tinfoil Speedo crew is doing work. We're doing life-saving work right now. Now let this BLT keep speaking, please.
I speak as someone who is a member of this community and is a queer person.
You have to imagine being me and my wife, fearing that our marriage rights will be stripped away at any moment.
Please, I only have so much time. Please, Joe's gonna cut me off.
Which matters more? Covering the legal fees of systemic police brutality or protecting the lives of queer people in our community? How many lives have to be lost before you consider fighting back against fascism and corruption? Now,
The police, you know, paying for their legal fees, it matters more, actually. Because they're public servants, you know? They're public servants, and, you know, all the things you guys are talking about, they're not real. So, you know, like, a little delusional, right? So, the police, they have real things, you know, and I know there's bad ones, but, you know, they're public servants. So, I think we should go with them. Plus, they have jobs, you know, they're contributing. Because, again, none of them have jobs. And listen, if they do have jobs, do you know how mad I would be? I'd be like, hey, Dee Dee Delight, I saw you you're all over X. You said you were sick. But you were at this thing. You were dressed like Marge Simpson. I know it was you. Well, you said you were sick. You took the whole day off. You know we needed you. Jeez. You know how hard it gets here at Starbucks every day. 'Cause you know, she's a barista if she's anything.
Now is the time to say that if federal money relies on the dehumanization of trans people, that we don't want your goddamn money.
I get that some of you care more about easy funding than trans lives and don't mind Nazis for some whatever reason, but
Normally, I would say good evening, but through the chair, I will only impart my sour grapes.
It's an extremely emotional and taxing thing to stand up here as someone as part of the trans and gender diverse community.
My name is Katie. I'm from District 5, and I'm speaking in support of agenda items 10B and 14B. Right now in our country, Trump is threatening the trans and gender diverse community.
Noticing people here are trying to control the rights of.
No, you don't do that to your kid. I'm not even playing that part. You don't do that to a kid, man. You know that kid didn't want to be there. That kid should be in school. What are you doing? What are you doing, man? That's ridiculous. You know, no wonder this dude finds it taxing to be with those people because they're marching kids out there. That's terrible. You don't do that. Come on. Is that where the video ends? Fine. That's crazy. Come on. You know that kid wasn't like, I heard there's a city council meeting, sitting there eating ravioli, Chef Boyardee type stuff. There's actually a city council meeting. It's tomorrow at 3:00. I was wondering if you guys would be able to drive me out there. I've written something up that's quite inspiring, and I want to be there for my friends. Okay? Yeah, they're all in their 30s and late 20s. Yeah. You guys mind? I'm just gonna take the day off school. I've already called the teachers and let them know. No, that's not what kids do. They're kids. You tell them to go to school and have fun, they'll do it.
Oh my gosh.
Ended with singing. Of course. That's how it always ends. Theater kids always end with singing, Someone actually said, as a lifelong resident, this is an absolute clown show and not a representation of the city. You know what was really weird about that whole video? And I'm going to show you another thing because Jesse Waters touches on it a little bit. The way that they're all talking, they're like, I'm from District 9. I'm from District 8. I'm here from District 3. It's so, it's like Hunger Games, Like the society is increasingly becoming more and more like Hunger Games. You see the celebrities and the weird things that they wear, and you see just the huge gap in absolute wealth and excess and disparity and poverty, and it's just growing more and more and more. It's becoming a lot like Hunger Games. Am I wrong about that? I mean, I always I don't watch it, but I always look out for. You ever heard of the Met Gala? You ever heard of this? Let's do 2023. The reason I'm taking it off the screen is because some of these people are dressed so ridiculous that you can't even, can I even show that? Ugh, God, gross people. There we go. There, I'll cut it off like halfway. But you know what I mean? This is this not like the Hunger Games? This is 2023. This dude's, just the way they're dressed, right? Like, look at that person. They're just in like a full, the tickets. First of all, the tickets, and AOC has gone to this before. The tickets are like $30,000 each. That's Lil Nas X there, right? He's just dressed in glitter and he has demonic face stuff on. Oh, is this a video? Jeez, I didn't realize it was a video. Oh, good Lord. No, I don't want to see the video. But you know what I mean? It just increasingly gets worse and worse every single year. Like, who is this guy? This guy's Bad Bunny. I'm getting so old, I don't even know who people are anymore. I'm like, who's Bad Bunny? Like, who is it? Is he a singer? But it's crazy the way they all dress. Give me this one. Give me this one. ASAP Rocky Met Gala. This is Rihanna's husband. Nah, give me the one I'm looking for. That's the one I'm looking for. Give me that. Give me that. This is how they dress. They wear these things that cost thousands and thousands of dollars, and they look ridiculous. And again, the tickets are like 30 grand, and it's just massive show of just excess and the things that they have, and it's crazy. It's wild, and it happens every year. And then people like us can't even think about buying a house. It's really weird. And if you do, it has to be in an area maybe you didn't really want to be in, but you want to own something for your kids and blah, blah, blah. It's just odd, I'm from District 9. I'm from District 9. My name is Dee Dee Delight. And right now I am fighting for federal rights. This person thinks Trump's going to take away gay marriage. He actually entered office the first president ever to enter office in favor of gay marriage. You know that? I know you're thinking Obama. No, not Obama. No, not George Bush. No, not Bill Clinton. No, not Joe Biden. He was the first to enter office being in favor of gay marriage. He was the first. Very odd. Very odd. And they think they're going to lose all these weird rights. But here's the thing. I guess I should move on to... Yeah, let's move over here. See what he has to say. He found some other clips. This is like a whole compilation. Yeah, Jesse Water found some other clips here. Let's listen.
Small, feisty group of people that want to change that. Worcester, Massachusetts held a vote on whether it should become a transgender sanctuary city.
Normally, I would say good evening, but through the chair, I will only impart my sour grapes.
My name in drag is Dee Dee Delight. And my name out of drag is Dewey Cosgrove Atienza.
My name is Pastor Julie Payne Britton. I use the pronoun she and her, and I am disabled cisgender lesbian.
I speak as both the B and the T in the LGBT. I speak as someone who is always misgendered.
So there's like a bunch of overlap here. I don't want to show you guys too much overlap. I guess he has the exact same things. I didn't know it was supposed to be a sanctuary city, though, and that's what they were going after. Here, let's listen to this.
Well done. Come on. It wouldn't be a drag show without a musical number.
Oh my gosh.
All Democrats know how to do is swear, sue, and sing. Worcester saw all that and sided with the drag squad. It's now a trans sanctuary city. But that's not going to stop Trump from penetrating the city lines. If illegals can't hide from Homan in Chicago, men can't sneak into girls' bathrooms in Massachusetts. This is a desperate play. We're less than a month into Trump's presidency, and they're making new sanctuary cities and calling for reparations.
Our government, no matter.
Oh, God, I'm not listening to that. That's ridiculous. I'm so tired. You know what? You know when you get real tired of that, even as a black person, is when you realize it's just a strategy to keep on making demands because you know that it can't be done. They know that. These people, they know that. They know it can't be done. And they keep on telling younger black people, working class black people, that it can be done. And the only thing that's standing in its way are racist white people. It is just a divider. It is just something that they hold like a carrot. They just say, keep us in power. We're so close. We're like this close, but you just got to vote us in one more time. And the whole time, and we all know this is to be true now, they're just enriching themselves. So I'm not even listening to that. Anyway, let's move on.
Doing great. Thanks for having me on tonight.
Oh, I got double speed, of course. Here, let me move that here.
Do you have any trans sanctuary cities in Arkansas?
We most certainly don't. And all that I see when I'm watching these desperate political stunts is a reminder of how thankful I am that Donald Trump is in the White House. Honestly, it is sad and laughable what is taking place and just shows how out of touch the woke left really is. After losing so badly in November, you would think that they might try to change tactics, change courses, but they don't. While they're having these ridiculous displays, Donald Trump is literally freeing hostages and welcoming them into the White House. What a contrast, what a difference of what real leadership looks like. And I'm thankful that we have Donald Trump back there fighting for all of us.
Yeah, freeing.
Very well said. You know, it's very odd that they keep on fighting for these rights, and I mean the people outside of these walls of this, of this nonsense that was going on, right? Because when it comes to pronouns, Donald Trump said, like, here's their argument. You know, this is why they feel under threat, because Donald Trump signed some things where pronouns can't be used. But when you look into it, it's just that they can't be used in government emails. The government, they don't want the government fooling around with this nonsense anymore. They just want that done, right? They want the government just focused on running the country. That's it. So it's government emails. Those same government employees can go outside of their work and use whatever pronouns they like all day long, and they can fight to have them recognized. No problem. just like these people right now can fight to have them recognized. No problem, right? So then all of a sudden that part of the argument is a little odd because you're not being threatened in that way. You are still seen by the rest of society and your friend group, and you still have this whole thing going on. It hasn't been threatened. And then on top of that, the other argument is, well, the procedures that we may or may not need, that's under threat. But is it? Because everybody you see is of age. And I'm pretty sure, from my understanding, if you're of age, you can still have those things done if you so choose. So now your argument becomes that, let's just say most of these people don't have kids, but let's just say they do have a kid. So now your argument becomes, well, my kid I'll have to wait a longer amount of time for my kid to have the procedures that they want done. So it's not even that they can't have them, period. It's that they'll have to wait a little longer. In some cases, whenever it's recognized or whatever, what have you, maybe it's 3 years, maybe it's 4 years. They have to wait until they're of age. That's it. Like, as you start to peel back what has actually been signed into action and what Trump's talking about, you start realizing that the argument gets flimsier and flimsier. So it's like, basically, you're upset that government employees can't put pronouns inside emails, and you're also upset that a kid will have to wait a little longer to do the thing that they're allowed to do when they're of age. That's your issue. It just gets very flimsy. I'm just saying. I don't know, man. It's just, you're fine. You're fine. You can still get married. Everything's still fine. Don't worry about it. You can still do all the things. Look, you walked into a government building and you yelled at people, and you're fine. Look at you. DD Delight. You're good. I'm still shocked that it's just a lady dressed. Maybe I have a misunderstanding. A woman in drag dressed as a woman is just a lady dressed. I'm just saying. But yeah, I just wanted to show you guys all that. That's what happens, okay, when you decide to misgender through. Again, that is the name. I'm not making that up. The name is, Tho. My apologies. God damn it. Cancel me, I guess. Tho. You misgender Tho, they're unpacking the clown car, okay? Don't play around. So be careful, guys, okay? Anyway, I hope Tho feels better soon, and make it easier next time. You know what I mean? I made this joke already, but you know that the guy who's handling all these people, telling them to hurry up, he's the one that misgendered this person. He did it. He's just like, can you hurry up, please? Can it just finish talking, please? I have to. Did you just call me it? Oh, man. That's what happened for sure. Anyways, guys, I just wanted to have fun with that one. You can't always just talk about the despair that's going on in the world or all the wins that Trump is currently putting out there. Sometimes you just got to have some fun. Although, if you want to put on the tinfoil Speedo, all of this does link back to Saul Alinsky. It's a rule for radicals type of thing. And it really does connect because it's a tactic. And listen, no. We're not even going to get into it. We had fun. Let's stop there. Like, subscribe, turn on the notifications. It helps the channel tremendously. And other than that, I'm out.